Hi, Days fans. It's Wednesday, June 24th, and we just got done watching Days. Rafe and Will attempts to actually assault Rafe.
He went like this, and Rafe put his hand up.
Yeah. And Rafe was looking at him like, seriously, dude?
Yeah.
You really think you're going to take me on? I'm really big and buff and an FBI agent, and you're like a teenager. But still.
I think Rafe or Will's gonna go live at the mansion, the DeMira mansion. I would like to see nothing more but Will hanging out.
Yeah. And how much that'll stress out Nicole having Mia lurking around all the time.
Yeah.
Now, I was just required to dye my son's eggs green because of the Dr. Seuss book. So I have green fingers, in case you're wondering.
Oh, okay. Which leads me right into our next subject, Stefano.
Yeah. I always think about him with Dr. Seuss.
I'm loving his scenes. He's a great actor. I never really cared for Stefano in the early days, but I really like him now. He's just so evil and so dramatic.
When he said, well, yeah, he's grieving for nothing, and Nicole says, it's still a little baby girl that died.
But it's good news. Sami doesn't have Johnny.
Yeah.
And Nicole's like, okay, just when I think you can't get any more evil, you did it again. So she's starting to crack.
Oh, it's big time. She's going to set up a meetup.
She called Sami the enemy.
When EJ finds out about that.
Not going to be good.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
But that was awesome. I think your grandpa threatened Mommy one too many times.
Yeah.
And Mommy doesn't like it.
Yeah. So Sami is trying to pull some strings over in her camp, trying to get Stephanie guilted into allowing, Philip and her to tell the truth.
And that was awesome how Philip is yelling at Henderson, I'm not going to take that call. I'm not going to take that call. And Sam's like, what, are you afraid to leave Stephanie alone with me? Yeah, he is.
Yeah, of course he is.
But, I'm starting to think that, are they trying to start portraying Philip as like some kind of control freak? Like, he tells her when to get in her bathing suit. He tells her this. He tells her that. Like, he's in charge of her or something. I hope they're not going to go down that path where now she's being abused because he's Mr. Control Freak. I'm not in the mood for that.
She's his pet.
I'm not in the mood for that whole storyline.
So Stephanie's very vulnerable because she is messed up on those pills.
No, I'll say she's vulnerable. She's like laying on the side of the pool bleeding.
Yeah, I mean before that.
Oh. So, what is she going to decide to do when she comes out of this?
Yes, she said, there's nothing I can do. My hands are tied.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So when she passed out, she had those pills in her hand.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, so she's going to be busted.
But what's her to be busted? They were prescribed by the doctor.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to take 18 of them at once.
Well, holding them in your hands doesn't necessarily implicate that unless you know how many pills are in the bottle.
I think they're going to do some kind of... I'm sure Dr. Daniel's going to figure out she had about 100 of those.
But how is she getting more and more of these pills?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Because generally they give you... Unless... Well, she's only had them 2 days. Maybe they gave her enough for 2 weeks or something.
Oh, okay. I'm sure there's lots of addicts out there who are like, oh, this is so unrealistic, but it's Dave, so just please give him a break.
When I had my daughter and they gave me pain medication and I told somebody that I didn't want to take them because they were making me sick, and they're like, this was like a service person out in the world, and they're like, give them to me. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to give you my prescribed medication free. But,
yeah, I like that stuff. It works.
No, it didn't work for me. It made me, I didn't.
It flushes out but she's not on pain pills. She's on
anxiety.
We've talked about this. We're not really sure.
Anywho, so there is no judge in the world that is going to say that he's going to separate those twins so that Johnny never gets to see Allie again or Samantha. They will arrange it so that Allie and Johnny get visitation together.
Even though they're separate fathers, which is pretty
but
rare.
They're siblings, and they're going to arrange for them to see each other. They might not be living together. That might happen. But they're going to arrange some kind of meet-up That's how they do things with siblings.
Okay. You know what I wish? I wish Owen would come back and scare Stephanie at the pool.
I wish Owen would come back and kidnap Kate.
Which leads us into one of the most ridiculous, boring plot lines right now.
What is this washing the eggs?
Yeah.
Now, I know these people have never cooked in their life. But who has ever washed deviled eggs?
I think it was supposed to be a joke. But it was
so crazy.
I just don't know where it's going. I mean, why did they go to all the trouble of trying to poison them and then, like, have it fail?
Well, now, I don't know what she's going to do, but she got Daniel's voice on...
Oh, yeah, what's that all about? Go to hell, Kate. What's that supposed to implicate him? I mean, that sounds like a pretty benign statement.
She's probably going to piece together some kind of phone call or something that's Daniel threatening Chloe, and then Chloe's going to come up dead with the leukocysteine. And
I try not to make fun of stuff on days, but the courtroom scenes
are
the most unrealistic. Yeah. They did like Chelsea's murder trial in like 1 hour.
The courtroom and when they're driving, and they're like,
yeah,
that's when you can really tell you're watching a soap. But oh well.
They tend to speed up lots of procedures, like arresting people, but anyway, the courts are hilarious.
So Sami tries to lie to Rafe about her little plan to kidnap those kids, which I wasn't quite getting.
At first I thought, oh, how awful she's starting to lie to Rafe, but I think she knew she was going to be outed, and, you know, it was only like 10 seconds and Rafe figured it out.
Also, I mean, she's already kind of upped his career up pretty bad. If she gets him implicated in a kidnapping scheme, he might even lose his construction gig. I don't know.
Yeah, really. What, like 1 day on the job? And
yeah, I've only seen him working there once. I don't know. But what were the interesting previews? Nicole runs into Ari and Brady.
Mm-hmm.
And,
did they have any Stephanie stuff? Did they find her poolside?
Yeah, Daniel finds her at the pool.
Oh, Dr. Daniel.
Why's he always at that damn house?
Well, because Victor's his godfather.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but when's the last time you were at your godfather's house?
Well, his ex is there, Kate.
Yeah, they're really heating it up right now, honey.
Why the hell is Kate there? Or is she living there now?
We go through this all the time, honey.
Why is she living there? She needs to move. I remember. She needs to move out. She's got her own place. She's fully recovered, healthy, poisoning people.
Yeah.
So.
It's not natural for her to still be living there.
No.
She hasn't had her own place in a really long time. She lived at the hotel for a while, and then before that, she was living with John. When John thought that Marlena was dead, and then she hasn't had her own.
When Marlena was dead?
They thought Marlena was, that whole island / castle.
Before my time. This was before Dr. North. When are we going to see you again, Dr. North? You didn't die on that island. There is no way. You can come back any day you want, and that's okay with me.
All right, well, let's wrap it up, baby.
What do we always say?
The couple that watches Days Together.
Stays together.